everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azrael's Gaming. So we're going to get back into death and taxes, and I think this is the last week. I'm not sure. They made it sound like it was because we get our final, massive review at the end of this week. So let's go ahead and continue. Oh, do we get a new head? These are all so far same. Those are ones I bought. There we go. Maybe we got like a new outfit or something. Though I hate going through all these. But, oh well. Death and tuxedos. I love that one. Okay. Alright, so let's check the shop. We got all the outfits, so...
What can old Mortimer provide you with today?
So I can't afford any of this. I could get that, but... it only has one use, so what's really the point of getting the eraser? You can only use it one time, so let's go ahead and go in here. Okay, so... Crow News, miniature fast-breeding hedgehogs with poisonous spines are eating everything. Crow News, Transglobal and Company founder and CEO found dead at home, cause of death, drug overdose. Tomorrow Science investigators find plans for massive surveillance system at the home of a dead tech wizard. Crime Watch, crime boss gunned down on the street of rival mobsters, escalated turf war. Crow News, hipsters panic as trendy bike shop shuts down after owner's death. Crow News, student hit by train while crossing train tracks absentmindedly, and Harvard Herald, charity auction to take place in Roller Cosmopolitan. Bring your friends. Spawn mail. So today is simple, grim. It is as if a great calmness has enveloped the world. I do not see the need for many deaths for today. Quota for the day: 2 humans have to die. New discoveries await fate. So basically, fate's just given up on his job. So we have Emile Benu, 46, priest. Emile went to college at 19 to study religion for the Luas. When weighing career options after graduation, they decided to become a priest again for the Luas. Some argue their detachment gives them the ability to give good, unbiased advice to troubled souls. Lisi Ree, 31, anthropologist. Lisi is famous for her photographs of island communities. Some of their works include Quinu, How Many Colors Can a Skirt Have? New Old Land. Is it really that new? Chernogaskar, a gateway to overeating. They spend free time in their gardening, positioning the high indigenous stone statues between herb patches. Or herb patches, excuse me. I said herb. Okay, Mavis Undergard, 66, retired. Mavis is a grandparent with a strange grandchild named Guy, with whom they seek to reconcile. After retirement, they move to a calm country home where they spend most of their time knitting. They own a marvelous collection of porcelain. And then we have Deja Egawa, 52, event organizer. Excuse me. Deju has been involved in organizing just over 200 events, including anything from tacky-themed weddings to experimental VIP live architectural exhibitions inside ancient tombs. Now, Deju focuses solely on throwing fundraising galas for the modestly rich to save the planet. Okay, goodbye. I don't like any of the things he chooses to do. Okay, put that down. And let's get rid of this chick. Just cause I get to do what I want. Live. And we'll let her live so she can try to reconcile with her strange grandchild. Put that in. There we go. Okay, so let's go up and get our evaluation.
Grim?
Welcome back. Oh, you're back. How was your break? No, seriously, why can't I get a vacation? Okay, so welcome back.
How about we skip the pleasantries and get back to usual pointless drudgery? Right. I see the exact amount of profiles requested. At least someone seems to be up to their task. Oh, whatever.
Sorry, have I offended you somehow? What's with the attitude? Why are you so grumpy? It's nothing of my business, so I won't ask anything. Sorry, have I offended you somehow?
You? No, Grim. You have not. Why am I livid? Because the rest of highest management thought it necessary to remind me that taking sudden leave is detrimental to our aspirations, because they thought to admonish me for taking a couple of days to perform important research. Because, as was reminded, the saying goes, now, how was it? Nothing in life is more certain than
Sugar and spice, rainbows and puppies, blood and guts, beeps and boops, death and taxes. Haven't heard anything like that, no. So he basically got in trouble for going on his little sabbatical that he did. Let's say blood and guts.
No. It is death and taxes. What else would it be? Either way, the nerve they have to lecture me on how to do my job.
Kind of like you do to me every day. Say nothing. Let's just say nothing.
No matter, Grim. I apologize for taking it out on you. Good night.
Alright, so let's go ahead and end the day. We're going to run down here and check out the store.
Matey, 'tis an utmost pleasure to see you again.
Okay, so we have this one. Let's get the cactus.
Feast your eyes upon this spiky boy. Ye wouldn't believe how long I searched for it at the exalted land of cacti, just to get me phalanges on one of these. Finally unearthed it at the white desert of Mub. It did not start there, however, you see. 'Tis a traveling cactus. Ye never see it move, but boy does it get around.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get back to work. Okay, Sports Corner. Will superstar racer Miguel Salk bring home another trophy for Cosmopolis City? So, the rules. My dear Grimm, word around the office, and yes, I do hear the rumors, is that you have been taking on many deadly deeds. We do not always condone bloodlust, but perhaps for once you would like to satisfy your needs. Quota for the day. Go with the flow. Let us say 8 humans have to die. Toodles fate. Wow, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all but 1. Okay, so Thornton Oliver, 32, bodyguard. Thornton loves bodies. That's why they became a bodyguard. They want nothing else in life but to protect bodies from harm. Frankly, it's pretty honorable vocation. I think it's supposed to be they recently became a guard for a very famous celebrity. When not at work, Thornton enjoys a lot of exercising. Yeah, let's let him live. Kind of cute. And he likes to protect people, so. Damien Watts, 42, geographer. Damien is a geomorphologist researching a mysterious new series of mineral formations, apparently mostly in the tundra regions. This phenomenon exhibits a shimmer, and they often shape like human arms. Damien is on the verge of a breakthrough. Okay, so now he has to go because we've already picked the person to live. So, Bart Green, 54, banker. Bart is a wealthy banker, married with 2 kids. They had an affair with the brother of their spouse, but the partner found out and took off with the kids. Then the brother committed suicide, and Bart, in sorrow, moved to a huge countryside mansion where they went alone to meet their lover again. Sorry. Maybe in the afterlife. Jerk. Talia Al-Farsi, 64, president. Talia is the current president of Formosa, recently elected after years of working as a professor of economic theory. They are known for being critical of exploitative structures and pushing for more wealthy equality. They have 3 kids and 8 grandchildren. Oh, sorry about your luck. Oh, I forgot my cactus. Jean Ray Hope, 22, combat medic. Oh no, sorry dude. John dreamt of being a sniper from an early age, but they were struck by an irritating itch that that never went away, which ruined their ability to keep calm and focused, and they instead joined a medical school to figure out the cause of the itch and ended up a medic. Miguel Salk, 32, theoretical beekeeper, race car driver. Miguel has always dreamt of becoming a beekeeper, but for some reason, perhaps due to a fear of sharp objects, has never pursued their true passion. This has led them to becoming a very successful race car driver, an occupation they unfortunately hate. They'd rather just live quietly with their bees. No. Won't be doing that anymore. Okay, we have Chloe Sipster, 57, unemployed. Chloe's extremely lazy in a constant mood of discontent, yet no one truly knows why, as they talk very little. They also exhibit a lot of gluttonous behavior. Oh. Peyton Justice, 27, unemployed copywriter. Peyton is a trained writer, but has always struggled to find work. When they aren't trying to find a job, they enjoy rapping lyrics about street life. And then Valdemars Sarge, 28, make down artist. Valdemars has made being terrible at everything their central artistic and performative thesis. Through this act of self-referential rebellion, they have actually grown very popular in accordance with the current climate. There you go, goodbye. There's that day. Okay, so let's go get our... Oh. Got the cloud here.
Is your hand tired? Are your fingers getting stiff? You've been clicking around for quite a while.
Yeah, a bit. I don't understand clicking on what. No, my hands are fine. I'm good.
You have the fortitude to keep on with the grind until the very end. Must be why fate chose you instead of all the other candidates. Lost souls.
This is super weird. Are you talking to someone else? Thanks for caring. Are you talking to someone else?
No. It's you who died and found your way here. To the office, where you belong.
Okay.
Grim, welcome. You know, pursuing my art has given me insights. I have been thinking of humanity, of mortality, their importance, worth, and meaning.
Okay, so, and what's the result so far? I think they're important and meaningful. I'm kind of busy right now, so can we just skip it? So I think they're important and meaningful.
But is it enough? Listen, is death really such a bad thing? It would be better for everyone. In fact, do these humans even truly exist? Their ephemeral being leads to no relevant outcome. It is all transient, no matter what they do or achieve in life.
Go on, I'll hear you out. Sounds accurate thus far. I'm really not here for this. How about we skip it? Okay, so go on, I'll hear you out.
They exist in a state of hubris and arrogance, considering them the center of the universe. Yet without them, the sun still sets and rises. Stars explode, galaxies form, or get torn apart. There are departments even for these events. Humans are not the be-all, end-all pinnacle of creation. They are small and insignificant, yet full of themselves. The grandeur of everything will not get superseded by specks of nothing.
Go on, I'm not sure that's fully accurate. It's becoming a bit much and I'm losing interest, so go on.
It matters not how they live through their subjective experiences. Millions upon billions of them, everyone considering themselves unique. And technically they are, I suppose, on a minor scale, yet also exceedingly similar. Copying each other, living through similar events with similar basic reactions. While the universe is full of endless wonders they cannot and will not even experience or perceive, ever.
Still listening, can't argue with any of this at all, but we could help them experience these things. I just realized I don't care. Let's go with still listening.
Their presence is not even necessary to validate these events outside their subjective experience or understanding. Do you know the saying, Grim? If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it...
Blood and guts? Does it make a sound? Did it even ever exist? Does it make a sound?
Good, yes. Imagine that. Life reduced only to some human vicinity. the ultimate height of arrogance ingrained in them, to imagine their presence to be paramount. The tree does not only sound, it has been sounding a long time. It has grown without anyone present. It has lived a life. None of this requires humanity to be there to bear witness.
I got through the entire rant. Is there a prize? I agree with everything. Can I also get a daily review? I don't really agree with what you said. To be honest, I'm mostly here for work, so I got through the entire rant. Is there a prize? I gotta ask this.
Yes, you get to skip your performance review. Good night, Grim.
Yes! But I wanted a shiny prize or something. Okay, so let's go ahead and end for the day. Oh, why'd I go up there? Check the shop real quick.
If I ever return to the seas, I'd have ye on me crew anytime.
Oh, well, thank you. Coin, the thing which usually makes up the largest portion of any buried treasure. I'm gonna buy it and see what we get.
Used to belong to the ruthless Corsair Thaddeus Thatcher, this one. 'Tis the last existing item of a lost civilization. Mad Thad landed in their village, gathered up each and every one, sage and king and beggar alike, and lets Lady Luck through this very coin cast judgment on all. About half the civilization died that day, the rest doomed to a slow extinction. Then me crew laid upon Thad's war gallery near the gorge of the Telenor. The battle was merciless, but the treasure was most exquisite. Anyway, 'tis useful if ye can't decide what to eat for dinner.
So, like, flip a coin. Okay, let's head to work. Flip and see either an ankh or a skull. Oh, so I guess it's if you can't decide. Cool. Okay, so the Daily Moon. Writer's block ends more lives than you imagine. The Daily Moon. Fear warranted. Superstar racer Miguel Salk dies from hundreds of bee stings. Politico government attempts to pass law that punishes bees for being murderers. Crow News. Medic missing, presumed dead after their squad struck by enemy fire at the city of Zeismans. Crow News. Disaster strikes as the leader of our southern neighbors killed by an unidentified assassin during an official visit. Utopian Vision. Intelligence agencies uncovering connections between the Formosan ultra-rich and the presidential assassination. Truth Explorer. Alien Blight covers island. Crow News. Strange arm-shaped mineral formation disappear along with the researcher Damian Watts. My goodness, there's a lot. Crow News. Local bodyguard enters competition for hunkiest bod in law. Oh, yeah. I knew he was good looking. Crow News. Local woman stops living due to overwhelming sloth. Really, they just decided to cease. Crow News. Unexpected tornado destroys mansion of a wealthy ex-banker. And Crow News. Severe droughts worldwide seen as existential threat to once booming agriculture. Okay, so open me. Important. Grim, I must inform you of a severe event. The atmosphere seems to have cracked open, figuratively. We will see where this takes us. Quota for the day, 4 humans have to die. Keep up the good work, Fate. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, only one gets to live. Alright, so we have Jamal Najender, 31, branch manager. Jamal began their career as a customer support agent in a well-known corporation overseas branch. They climbed up the corporate ladder and are now looking to keep the branch running through economic difficulties. They're currently visiting in Cosmopolis, trying to negotiate additional funding. Maria Emil Lang, 27, architect. Maria is all about living in the present, their past long forgotten. Several years they moved to live near the glacier at Northern Pint. Maria has always loved mountaineering, photography, sculpting, and modern dance. Oh, all these people aren't that bad, actually. Araji Sujimoto, 56, cow-calf operator. A generational farmer, Araji has taken care of their family's ranch since their adulthood. The ranch itself has seen better days, with most of the livestock lost to severe drought and the machinery completely dilapidated. Araji is trying desperately to restore the ranch to working order with their small family. Emmanuel Snow, 32, history teacher. What is history anyway? A collection of stories made up by those who have access to power, and even then it's full of mistakes and errors. That is why Emmanuel has grown ever more interested in teaching alternate theories to their students. Yeah, okay. You don't get it right. Alternate histories. Sorry, dude. You're gone. It's not a comic book. Kevin Okawal, 34, farmer. Kevin is proud of growing the world's largest tomato. After this grand success, they're certain their giant beans, pleasantly named Cool Beans, will alleviate local hunger. Their kid, however, thinks it's this very stupid name. Oh, well, he might be good to save. I mean, because this guy can feed people with his giant veggies, so... We'll get rid of the guy who's got the crappy farm. Get rid of this guy. Get rid of her. Okay. Yeah, 4, so there we go. Okay, let's go get our review.
Ah, the beginning. It has the sweet taste of deliverance. Every blade of grass, every ray of light. It is a captivating day, is it not, Grim?
No. Oh, not really. Something bad is going on in the world. I guess so. I don't really care either way. I guess so.
I know so, Grim. Never before have I experienced such certainty. My high spirits leave me at a loss for words.
What about my daily review? Well, I'm not pleased with all this. What am I supposed to do now? Great. What am I supposed to do now?
What you always do, Grim. It is your job to take care of the world. I trust you to make the correct choices. I, myself, must concentrate. The muses have struck me. They beckon. Work to be done while there is still time.
Okay. Let's go ahead and end the day, because we can't go to the bar just yet. Okay, let's go to the store.
How many times have we met? I lost all count.
Yeah, let's get this.
Shiver me timbers! 'Tis a tale most sordid. I dare not even recall the details, but since ye wish to hear it, I shall tell it forthwith. There I was, scouting some rickety office building downtown, and I saw this in an elevator. Went in, tore it out, and made a run for it. The device has immense power. Ye turn the knob, and infinite pleasant noises come from it. Some might even call it music.
Okay, let's get to work. Okay, so Crow News. Historic ranch lost to fire in extreme drought. No suspected foul play. Crow News. Economic wunderkind found dead in local park. Officials suspect heat stroke. Crow News. More and more people dying of starvation in developing countries. Crow News. Body of teacher found in ravine after they went out to search for the existence of extraterrestrial life. Crow News. Young mountaineer lost in the Carnelial mountain belt. Crow News. Food shortage slightly alleviated by giant beans. Many governments cancel meetings due to excessive passing of gas. The Daily Moon. Famous burger joint St. Bronx under scrutiny by Ethics Commission. Okay, so instructions. What ho, Grim? Oh dear, the oceans are boiling. This is certainly going to affect international trade. Quota for the day, 6 humans have to die. Steal yourself fate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God, that's everybody but one again. Okay. I think this is a rigged coin. It's always death. I think this is Two Faces coin. It's always death. Okay. Ingold Vala, 29, field worker. Ingold works on a farm where they do usual farm stuff. They used to work at a high-stress economics position, but got really sick of the anxiety and decided to swap it out for some tranquil manual labor. It was a pretty pointless job anyway. Let's see if I... It says death with him. Okay. We have Henny Vivek, 29, gangster. A life of crime has been Henny's life since they were born. Part of a gangster family, they've taken flight with much of their supposedly shared wealth and are looking to spend the rest of their days in an apocalyptic bunker. Henny is being actively hunted by the rest of their family in a vendetta. Okay, well, gangsters are gone. Wait, let's see. I wonder if the coin would have told me different. Oh, it would have told me the gangster had to live. Yeah, okay. Okay, we have Augustus Zagzama, 44, taxi driver. Augustus dreams of becoming a millionaire, but is also content with being a taxi driver. Their cab is decorated from the hood and trunk, featuring several disco balls, aquarium wallpaper, and subwoofers, playing techno rave on full blast. Nah, dude. Sorry. Okay, Ido Silvia, 47, radical climate scientist. As the world's oceans grow more hostile, Ido is undertaken a top-secret solo mission to nuke what is remaining of the polar ice caps in a wild attempt to cool down the planet. Ever since being a young student, they've always dreamed of saving the world and being completely misguided in how to do it. That sounds like a dumb idea. Of course it would tell me she needs to live. Nuking the ice caps is not going to do anything. Okay, Vasilji Orlando, 26, waiter. Vasilji has been serving tables since they enrolled in college to pay the tuition fees. They constantly dream of a better world, longing for their childhood, simpler times. They plan on taking a gap a year after finishing college to see the world as troubled as it is. Okay, Ivana Gosik, 72, retired. Vana is a person of simple pleasures. They are living on their retirement in the rural areas of Cosmos City, waiting for not much else than the sun to rise the next day. They enjoy reading science fiction books and crafting Lucky Charms. Okay, well, she's older, so we'll just go ahead and get rid of her. Then we have Marcus Belmont, 27, police officer. Marcus wants to one day become a detective, but also enjoys being a beat cop. They have ingrained prejudices about people from different ethnicities and cultural backgrounds, but are actively working on trying to break these prejudices. This has created dangerous situations, but also saved innocent lives. Well, at least he's trying to break them. I mean, I think we'll get rid of the waiter, because honestly, he's kind of... He wants to take a year off. So I'm torn between these two here. I mean, he's working with a farm. Let's see. How about this guy? Okay, it says die for him. But it tells him to die too. And live. Okay. He gets to live. Give me my pen. Give me. And he dies. Okay, there we go. We got our 6 people. Okay, so let's go ahead and go up. Oh, got the cloud again.
Psst. Hey, what, pray tell, happened to the world?
I'm a failure. The humans deserve what's coming for them. I don't know.
Sure you do.
It's probably my fault.
It's the culmination of all your choices. Do you know the story of the wyvern and the prince consort?
No, yes. Spare me of your ramblings, O voiceman. No.
Of course you do. A young, quick-witted prince consort was once kidnapped by a wyvern. Using their gift of charm, they tried to alter the ways of the wyvern in order to save their lands. Soon, the beast and the prince found resonating ideas and ambitions. They molded the land in rather inept ways, whilst thwarting attempts of rescue by the queen. Then the wyvern, tired of the desolation, ate the prince and flew away.
Am I the prince? Am I the wyvern? Am I the queen? Am I the wyvern?
Yes.
I knew it. You would have answered yes to any one of those.
Yes. It doesn't matter if your mistakes were countless or few, as long as you learn the lesson. We are thankful of our time together, even as it's quickly running out. It'll be pretty horrible from here on out.
Oh, great. I think I'm going to fail. Okay, let's get our review.
Grim, I find myself at an impasse. Lend me your thoughts. Should my prose be more experimental? Or should I stick to traditional narrative techniques?
What What are you talking about? Haven't you seen what's happening in the world? Experimental for sure. I prefer conventional narratives. Words cannot express how little I care. What are you talking about?
Technique, composition, style, method,
What's he talking about? His
structure,
writing?
effet de rire, oui or not. It can go either way. Your blank stare tells all.
Haven't you seen what's happening in the world? Experimental for sure. I prefer conventional narratives. Haven't you seen what's happening in the world?
No, not really. I have been most occupied. Fine.
See, it's
Let
technically
us
his
take a
fault.
look at the
It's
situation.
none of my fault.
My, so much chaos. Pain and suffering are off the charts. Everything is on fire, while ice invades from the polar zones. How did that even happen? Endless mountains
Maybe because you
of
keep telling me to
trash,
kill everybody but one person?
undrinkable water, unbreathable air, toxic pollution. What can I say? Things do not seem to be going well at all.
They can't seem to make a difference. What's going on? The world just keeps getting worse. I thought your rules were supposed to stop this.
Are you sure you followed them properly?
Yes.
To the letter?
Yes. Maybe, I don't know. It's unclear. I don't think no is an answer anyone would pick. Yes.
What is done is done. These are the consequences you must live with, while you still live. Off to work, Grim. Certainly you have no time to waste now.
This is not my fault. I caused none of this. This is all his fault. That's what happens when you leave a cat in charge. Okay, so we're going to go to bed. Run to the shop.
Ever
real quick.
wonder if there's a way to do things differently?
Maybe. Okay, I can't afford anything, so we'll just go ahead and go to work. Okay, so yeah. Alright, so Crime Watch. Absurd scene as notorious mafia family seemingly massacres itself with infighting. Crime Watch. Deranged scientist crushed by stolen nuclear warhead in Cosmo Harbor. Authorities utterly baffled. Crow News. World leaders warn of radicalization as disaster looms over human habitats. Crow News. Failing supply chains cause starvation. Deaths all over the country. Elderly people hit the hardest. Crow News. Local fast food establishment raided by looters. Staff beaten with 1 dead from injuries. Crow News. Locals light a bonfire made from car tires and aquarium wallpaper in memory of beloved cab driver. They were a gem of this neighborhood, comments local lady sobbing. Okay, Grim, I hope you read this post-haste. This is a first. An entire continent is turned into a desert. There were not many humans left there, but now is their final hour. Quota for the day, 2 humans have to die. Yeah, he's been having me kill everybody but 1 person. The future is grim. So we have Gutana Anna Lotus, 55 CEO. Gutana, nicknamed Gal, was groomed for an early age to take over the family business, which happens to be one of the largest food and beverage companies in existence. In their free time, they enjoy long-distance hiking and surveillance exercises. She might be the one that needs to live. Ryu Kabasai, 35, politician. Ryu's been aggressively advocating for a new radical policy which completely eliminates all taxes, and even all vocal opponents are mercilessly mocked. I mean, what did taxes ever do for us anyway? Okay, well, taxes pay for things? So that was an easy one. Okay, Juan Alejandro Dominguez, 56, retired diplomat. Juan worked as a diplomat in southern Pelaga for over 20 years, spending his time drinking heavily. Yet they were never recalled from the position. They then decided for an early retirement. These days they work as a yacht captain, taking tourist dolphin spotting off the coast of Malaya. They still drink like a sponge. Okay, well this made it so much easier. Oops, I didn't mean to click on my phone. Maybe she can fix things since she runs a large fast food thing. Or not fast food, food and beverage business. Should get some food in this place.
Hello, Grim. I have been absorbed in my work. Tell me, how goes it out there in the wilds?
I think he's just given up. It's just properly spiraling out of control. Nothing much going on. It's going fine. Totally fine. No problems whatsoever. It's probably spiraling out of control.
Unconstrained. With nothing to stop it. Seems a terrible power, yes? Endless rows of industrial smokestacks pumping out poison, chemical waste pooling into the groundwater, a total collapse of the biosphere. My, it truly looks like the end. I am giddy with anticipation.
Yeah, pretty bad stuff. I feel like a total failure. Maybe I can still find a way.
All seems to be outside our timid grasp already. Goodness, look at the time, Grim. Precious moments wasted. Enjoy your night.
Okay. I don't think I can enjoy my night. Okay, it's not the bar yet, right? I think that's... Yeah, that's tomorrow. Okay, I just want to double check. Okay, let's hit the store.
Time's running out, friend.
No, I don't want time to run out. I'm gonna buy a fidget spinner.
Well, blow me down, lad. 'Tis the arcane fibbledy scoop of some wizard whose name I ne'er got. All clicks and crackles and bibbles and bops. Found its scale in a tower. Used as a rat trap. The wee buggers couldn't get enough of it. Playing so hard they forgot about frivolous things. Like food or sleep. 'Tis a remedy for restless fingers and idle hands.
Alright, let's go to work. Not that it matters. It doesn't spin as much as I was hoping it would. Oh, there we go. I gotta click, 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 click. Okay, Crow News. CEO of Best Food and Company steps down as company valuation takes massive tumble due to worldwide food shortages. I thought she could fix it. Crow News retired diplomat dies of cirrhosis, disclaims it was a life well spent before passing. Crow News, unrest grows as world population faces imminent collapse. The Daily Moon, insanely thorough science report shows mankind is utterly doomed. This is so not my fault. Apocalypse Now. Unbeknownst to themselves, human society has finally collapsed. Whatever normalcy and humanity was left in the world is now swiftly fading. Quote for the day, the few remaining humans have to die. Happy end fate. Okay, so Yafi Kari, 64, scientist. Yafi has finally gathered enough data to postulate that humanity is completely unable to cope with recent ecological changes. They recently published their work on social media in the hopes of leaving a warning for next generation, if there are any. Well, I was told to kill everybody, so sorry. And then we have Robin Coffin, 34, police officer. Grim, serious, heavy-handed. Officer Coffin has been described in this manner in almost every evaluation. They seem to get along with other police officers, but often have conflicts with those in charge. They have a tendency to eye everyone with suspicion. Well, supposedly the fewer the better, so there we go. Hey, at least we get to go to the bar tonight. My achievement was doom everyone on a single day, Deathbringer. Oh, we have another cloud.
You've done well, Grand Reaper.
Okay, so really, thank you. We both know that's not true.
Yeah, wasn't believable at all. We lack the imagination to pretend this is a world where you were competent.
Rude.
So, what comes next?
Stop. But I don't think I did anything wrong. You were the chatty one, so you tell me how to fix it. Just leave me be. I'm in enough trouble as it is. You're the chatty one. You tell
Too
me how to
late.
fix it.
Unless you cobble together a bit of temporal manipulation. Hop over to a different reality and do better. That'd really be something.
I'm uncomfortable with the idea of multiple dimensions. Right. I'll just push my universal undo button.
If such a button existed, it'd obviously be called, like, New World Plus. Go on, oddball. Nothing else to wait for.
Oddball? That's rude. Fine, it's fine. I don't think it's fine. I don't even know what to think now.
Me neither. Sometimes that's the best we can do. We've reached the end. In general, I mean. Not with us. We will never leave you. As long as there is a you, there will be us.
Oh, goody.
Until the next round.
It is growing quieter, Grim. Not much left now.
Let's just get this over with. No, nothing left. What an utter catastrophe. No, nothing left.
The last day beckons. Whatever will it bring? The planet is virtually uninhabitable. The few remnants choking on noxious air. It is the last gasp of humanity, slowly going out. It is a bit of a somber moment, now that I think about it. I have been with them for so long. Anyway, and crucially, my book is nearing completion.
Cool. I fail to see how that is more crucial. Gods, how did I screw up so badly? So when do I get to read it? Yeah, let's go with that.
Soon enough. Patience, my friend. Leave me to my
Won't have
grand
anything else to do
labor,
with this
Grim. Tomorrow we shall deal with the final matters of this office.
I wonder if there's a way to stop this from happening, or if it always happens. I didn't get any money. That's just rude. Hey, it's the guy from the shop.
What ho, matey! At last we meet here, the finest tavern in all the lands. Ye know, I'm reminded of the time me and me crew were sailing round the Cape of Ill Omen.
I'm listening with bated breath. Oh no, not more pirate tales. Actually, I wanted to ask you a few questions. Here.
And corresponding to the name, a mighty storm or a brewing right on the horizon. Shook our ship to and fro. Many of me mates swept into the icy depths of the unforgiving ocean. Aye, the sea's a cruel mistress. No ways about it.
Wonderful. I love it. Keep listening. Listen but angrily. Just clock out and let it happen.
A sudden, we're struck upon by the dread Corsair Darius Greybeard, me nemesis. One of many, truthfully. A furious battle ensued. Cannons blasted. Full broadside. Heavy damage dealt to me faithful ship. Soon Darius and I engaged in hand-to-hand combat. Stab. Slash. The Greybeard, cloven it in twain, along with his head. Ransacked the rival craft and set it ablaze. 'Tis the finale of many a pirate's out there, you know. Less glamorous than one may expect.
Can I tell you a story? That was most excellent, a fine tale. Ugh, what does this have to do with anything? Thanks, I hate it. I want to tell him a story.
Absolutely, ye scallywag. Old Mortimer's always willing to hear tales of glorious exploits.
I was working at my desk, I was walking the city, I was going to the shop, I was also sailing the many seas. I woke up one morning. Let's go with I woke up one morning. A lot of regular paperwork in my hand, the sun was shining on my face, holding a list of important ingredients, searching for an old abandoned harbor with a gruesome hangover. Okay, with a list of important ingredients. Suddenly I smelled, all of a sudden I heard, suddenly I saw, out of nowhere I tasted. I saw old paper and ink, strange muted noises like yipping. How do you see noises? Rainbow across the sky, ash and decay, a sharp spike of pain. Ooh, ash and decay. Afterwards, subsequently, soon enough at that moment, I told a report to the boss. I was set upon by the cutest puppy ever. Found myself face to face with a handsome stranger. Menacing monster appeared, a spooky ghost. Ooh, handsome stranger. They said I'd been doing a good job. They barked wildly at me. They winked at me in an alluring manner. They asked for directions to the water park. They inquired if I'd seen their body anywhere. Ooh, they winked at me in an alluring manner. So I felt, so I thought, so I said, so I mumbled, so I shouted. So I said, thanks. Hey you, what's going on? You're pretty hot. Sorry, I'm just completely lost. I don't know. Oh, okay. And we shook hands, and I patted their head, and we nodded to each other seriously, and then we smooched, and I ran away. We smooched.
I see.
Yeah, you like that story, didn't you?
Most remarkable tale. A marvelous memoir. A fabulous fable. With a romantic undercurrent to boot. Mortimer loves those. In return, I offer ye a gift. This here contraption's called a phantasmalizer.
Got this achievement, tale teller, I believe
Use
it was.
it to measure the many spirits ye have imbued into your gullet. Handy after any visit to the tavern. 'Twas a great pleasure to have your attention. Time to head back to me emporium. Commerce awaits.
Okay, let's see what she has to say.
Hey! If it isn't my good pal Grimoire. Heck, has it already been a month? Feels like you just got here a couple hours ago. The word is, you've caused a huge mess out there in the world.
How did I cause a mess?
Everything's like burning, drowning, dying all at once. Thought you had it locked down.
Sometimes it's fire that saves the world. I did what I could. To be perfectly honest, I did a bad job on purpose. Sometimes it's fire that saves the world.
Seems to me you're being a bit too literal in this case.
It's kind of a fight fire with fire approach. From our ashes, better life will be born. The apocalypse will bring forth a new era. Set all ablaze, it's what the world deserves. From our ashes, a better life will be born.
Technically possible, I suppose, but that's a pretty bleak hope if you ask me. This is now a quadruple fire sitch, and you ain't got a flood big enough to put it out.
Maybe I need to pour more fire onto it. This is not the end of life, only one kind of life. All for a good cause. Fire is pretty, though. Fire is really pretty, though. Maybe I need to pour more fire onto it.
If at first you don't succeed, double down.
Exactly.
If one apocalypse doesn't do it for you, take two. We got plenty to go around. I wonder what's going to happen with the office now that you've got very little left to do.
Guess it'll shut down. We can wait until new organism takes over the world. Corporate reconstruction. I just want to go back to sleep. We can wait until a new organism takes over the world.
It's a plan, I can give you that. Maybe not the best, but something. Might be time to get that last drink, huh?
I'd like a drink.
Sure. What's your poison?
I only get... Maybe that's because that's all I could afford. Heat of Death, Universal Iced Coffee. Milk, please. I think I've had the milk. Or did I? I don't know. I think I had the iced coffee. Yeah, let's do the coffee.
Coming right up.
The enjoyable sweetness once again reminds you that the ultimate end of the universe is that far away in the grand scheme of things. I'd like a drink.
Sure. What's your poison?
Nothing. Oh, oops, I'm broke. Never
What
mind.
else you got in mind?
I'll be going
Au
now.
revoir, Lil Reaper.
Okay, we're gonna end the day. I can't afford anything, but let's head to the shop anyway.
Aye, the end is nigh. It's been quite a run.
At the
hasn't it?
achievement Yar, visit Mortimer every day. Can't afford anything. And let's go do a job where we apparently have nobody to kill. Who knows? Okay, Crow News, sign up for our weekly newsletter. Crow News, abusive police officer stabbed by their spouse. Fate News, feel the night creep inside our bones. Let us stop and wait until we freeze together. So instructions. Hello, Grim. We've come to it the last day. Only one choice left to make. Quota for the day. The last human must die. The end is nigh. Fate. Zheng Domi, 43, last human. One last living entity stumbling across an endless wasteland, drawing their final breath. Ooh, what's this do? What spirit possesses my body this time? Flower? I don't know what that is. It's a breathalyzer, it looks like. What if I let him live? Because what if I let him live and it saves the world? Then I could just put him out of his misery. Ooh, what does this do? Plays music, what else would it do? Oh, okay. Because I got the music turned off, it probably doesn't. Hell with it. We'll just... Might as well. We've already ruined life as we know it. This isn't my fault. This is totally Fate's fault.
The last day, Grim. The last choice. So, how did you choose?
Doesn't really matter. There was only one human. Death, of course.
So very factual, as usual. One human is not enough to save the species,
You need at least
after
two.
all. But we ought not prolong the suffering of the last one. No need for such cruelty.
I take it you were behind it all somehow. What went wrong? I still don't get it for some reason.
That
Here's
would
mine.
seem fairly obvious by now, I gather. The great dying is by my design. It is true, I do not love humanity, not a bit. But why, you ask?
Aren't they part of our job, though? So why would you get rid of who we have to work with? I didn't, but sure, go ahead. But why?
I have grown tired of it all. This tedious existence. These humans. The endless tirade of death. It is all meaningless, you see. An endless loop of monotony that I cannot escape. That we cannot escape. Do you know how long I have been doing this? I barely remember myself. I am exhausted and sick of it all. I wish to stop, but no one can leave until the job is done. But if the great dying claimed them all, then I could be free and claim the rest I deserve. So, I helped the great dying along, piece by piece. No need for an equilibrium. This office will not be necessary, and we can all fade away.
And I was your trusted minion. Well, you sure got me. Never saw this coming. Total annihilation because you feel bad. Wow, that's some egotism. And I was your trusted minion.
And performed admirably.
Because he knew I would do what I was told.
Off you go, Grim. Do what you wish with these final hours. We will not be meeting again.
No. So, achievement, I'll be back. Work changes. And Plague Doctor? So, society's failing, or falling. Mankind succumbing to its innate flaws. Humanity wiped out. As you powerlessly wait to fade away. Look, they even have me in my... Look.
Fellow traveler, that was fun, wasn't it? The choices, the excitement. Admittedly, ye did largely screw everything up. The world is in shambles and all. Can't really change that. But I can offer a new cycle. A turn of the hourglass, and ye shall be set upon a path in a fresh timeline. A parallel world, so to speak. There ye will again find every friend and enemy, hope and error. Knowledge and loot will remain, of course. Otherwise, 'tis the eternal recurrence of all things.
A new chance. The end. Well, I'll do the new chance because I wanted my stuff to save, so. And then I got the achievement, so begin again. So we'll just go ahead and skip the intro. Let's go through.
Finally, the new spawn has awoken.
Alright, everyone. There you have it. So we finished Death and Taxes, and it was changed to Blood and Guts, probably because of my answer. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. So we opened quite a few things in the gallery. Percentage of players who have this ending. So actually quite a few people got the same ending that I did. But let me know down in the comments what you thought of Death and Taxes, which is now known as Blood and Guts because I changed it to that. Leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.